Yeah, so we'll see variables in this video. So what are variables? So the first question that comes. So just to rewind back, there are some foundations. So foundations for any programming, any PL. Okay, PL is programming language. So first is variables. Second is data types. Third is conditional statements. Fourth is loops. Fifth, functions. Sixth, class. Seventh, library. This is most of the programming languages that you will learn. This will be the most basic cheese you will have to learn if you want to understand, or if you have to work through that programming language, work with that programming language. So the first foundation is variables. So what are variables? So the question is like, what are variables? What are variables? Yeah. Variables are nothing but continuous. Okay, you can define it in a single line. Variables are nothing but continuous. So, Nikhil, what do you mean by containers? So, containers are nothing but you could say, what is the major use of a container? It's like it's for to use to store something, right? We store something in a container. So, in the same way, we store something in variables. Okay, variables are containers. Variables are nothing but containers. So in just like in containers, we store like some. If you see an example of a pouch, you store pen, pencils, eraser, and you say maybe some geometrical instruments in that. Okay. In the same way, there are some containers where in fridge we store food, and we store milk and lot of things in fridge. So fridge is a container, and in that whatever we store is the content. In the before example, pouch is a container, and in that whatever we store, it's the content of that container. So in the same way, you could imagine fridge as a variable, and pouch also as a variable. So why do we need it? First thing, we know what is it variable. So second is, why do we need it? Because in programming, a lot of things needs to be stored. It can be user name, it can be user password, it can be photo ID, maybe profile URL, it can be video description, video heading if you're in YouTube, if you're seeing YouTube. So it has video title, comments. There are a lot of things that is needs to be saved. Okay, so we and you can't store everything in a single variable, right? You don't store video headline, description, comments, and all if likes, dislikes into a single container. You don't do that. Do you add? Do you store your pen, pencils, and fridge, or do you? No, you don't do that. You don't store everything in your fridge. You don't do that. You have specific containers for specific use cases. So in the same way, we need specific containers for specific use cases. So in variables, we use them to store content. But I'll I'll also discuss about data types in them also. Just a brief introduction to this thing. So what are data types? Data types is nothing but they are simple, what we could say, content. They are data types contents. Like it should be of a specific type. So containers should have this specific type of content on. So in fridge you'll only store milk. In pouch you'll only store pen and pencil. You don't vice versa store in them. You don't store milk in your pouch, and you don't store pen and pencil in your fridge. So in also data types also. you have, if you specify this data type for this container, so the content of that data type or the values in that container should also match with its data type. But because in Python it doesn't use that logic. In Python there's nothing called a data type, you could say. Okay, a fixed data type. Data types can change on based on the value of the container. So, but in different programming languages, and most of the programming languages, we have something called data types, fixed data types. They are called strongly typed programming languages, where you have to specify which value, which which value this variable will be having, and you only have to pass that same value, same type of value, or it will give you an error. In Python, that's not a case. Okay, so let's see. Uh, let's see how we implement variables. Okay. So how we it's like what's the format of writing a variable? Okay, so there's always 2 to 3 steps in any programming language. Okay, there are 2 to 3 steps in any programming languages that we need to do in most of the statements. Okay, for mostly it's initialization, or okay, initialization, and then declaration, and maybe mostly you then call. Initialization, then declare, then call. These are the 3 steps you always have to remember. You first initialize it, then you declare the variable, or you could say declare, then initialize, and then call. It's mostly like in the same way. Yeah, declaration, then initialization, and call, or you could say use in English in normal time. Call and use. Okay, so how do you declare or initialize a variable? Because in other languages, those are both 2 different steps, but in Python, they both can be concised into a single statement. It's like you should have a variable name. Okay, variable name equals to value. Okay, variable name should be equals to value. So variable name should be equals to value. So variable name can be for first we'll go to using easy variable names. Variable name can be a, then we always have to have a equal sign, then a can have a value of anything. Value can be anything. It can be maybe a number. This means a is a variable with the value 9. What this line means is this. In English, if I'll translate this line in English, this would be sounding like this. This means this statement means a is a variable. A is a variable with the value 9. A is a variable with the value 9. This is how you could words this out in English words. Okay, in the same way, I could go and write I could go and declare another variable like equals to b equals to maybe nickel. Okay, and if I'll write this in English, okay, b is a variable with the value nickel. Okay, b is a variable with the value nickel. Then this is how it will be writing in English. So variable name, we should always have a variable name. We should always have a equal to sign. Then we should always have a value. Okay, we should always follow this convention. And the assignment. This is what I am saying. This is equal to sign now. you could, in a technical, you could call it as a assignment operator. What is it called? Assignment operator. Okay, assignment operator. This is an assignment operator. We'll talk more about operators. Okay, this is called an assignment operator. So always the value will flow from right to left. What does that mean? I'll state it again. Always the value will flow from right to left. So A has the value of 9. B has the value of Nikhil. 9 doesn't have the value of A. Okay, or Nikhil doesn't have the value of B. So it's kind of self-explanatory. A has the value 9 and B has the value Nikhil, and not the vice versa. 9 doesn't have the value as A, or Nikhil doesn't have the value as B. A has the value of 9 and B has the value of Nikhil. So always it will be like value right to left. RTL. Okay, right to left. Value flows from right to left in programming. Okay. So you have one A equals to 9, you have B equals to Nikhil, and we'll go to maybe more. Uh, you could go to C equals to maybe 9.9. This is one variable. If we talk in English, it would be like C is a variable that has a value 9.9. D equals to uh, D equals to maybe true. So D has a value. D is a variable with a value true. So if you'll see, there are different kind of values here as we talk about data types, because there are different use cases. Uh, Pens are different type of value. Milk is a different type of value. In the same way, 9 is a different type of value. Nickel is a different type of value. True is a different type of value. 9.9 is a different type of value. And okay, if we'll remove value and we'll use from right now, we'll use it as data. 9 is the data, nickel is the data, 9.9 is the data, true is the data. So they all have different types. So we call them data types. Okay. So we call them data types. So 9 is a whole number. So it has a data type of int. Nickel is in words. Anything in words or letters is data type name called string. And C equals to 9.9. This is in decimal form. This is not a whole number. 9.9 is in decimal form. 9 is a whole number. This is in the decimal form. So this is a data type called float. This is a true. So this is true value. It doesn't have it does have the value is true. So what is the type? It would be boolean. Boolean will only have two values, true or false. What differentiates between you could say string and a boolean? This also have letters, right? But it has specified value. It will only have true or a false. It will have nothing else. But in string, if you see, there's codes. Okay, there are codes over here. You could say this code, single quotes. Okay, and in between it could have anything. It can have anything. So this is my first time doing Python. See, now B has the value of B is a variable which has the value of this is my first time doing Python. Okay. In true, it doesn't have comma or single quotes. This will make it a string now. It will not be a bool. It will be a string. Wherever you will find quotes, it can be single quotes, it can be double quotes, it can be triple quotes. Always it will be a string. If doesn't have quotes and it's only true or false, it can have only true or false. If you'll see, this changes the color, right? True or false, it's a boolean. Okay, this can be also written like double quotes. Okay, double quotes. This is also a string only. And when you have if you'll say more than single line of string. So what you do, you use triple quotes. Okay, you use triple quotes, and you could go and write on in the second line. This is the second. So when you have long values in a string, you mostly use uh, triple quotes for that. So multi-line string, you call them multi-line strings. Okay. So you could use anything. This is mostly based on the use case. Okay. And it doesn't have to be like, huh, this is this we have to use this only. So these are different data types. But in Python, you don't declare variable name or variables with data types. If you would have used any other language, let's take Java as example. So the convention would change like this. So convention would be like data type. We specify data type and the variable name, which will have the value which should match with data type. Type of this value should match the data type that's been declared. But in Python, we don't have anything like that. So we don't have to worry about it, but you always have to know when you're doing Python, when you're doing programming. Okay. So yeah. So this is what variables are and data types are. Okay. Will this is just we have seen how to declare a variable and declare a variable. So now we'll see how we could use this variable. It's like calling the variable. Okay. If we make something into existence, we will use it, right? And it could be for anything. It could be for entertainment. It could be for work. But we have to use it, right? We make it's like we have created four things into this existence and we will use it right now. I'm just using a lot of words, but it's the same way. If we make something, if we create something, we'll use it for some work. So for just right now, we'll just print all the things. Okay, four print statements, and which will print out different values. So how we remove all the things like this. This is not a program. We'll just have we'll just have the program. Okay, so this is a valid program. Okay, we'll add those. We'll see what are those, how we can add those things and also run a program. If we run directly, na, it will not, it will give us errors because those are not, I just wrote it for showing it to you. So we remove those, and this is for one variable declaration, two variable declaration, third variable declaration, fourth variable declaration, and last we are just printing out all the variable values. So, okay, so go into the terminal, navigate where the file is, and run your Python file with a command Python, and then the whatever you are given your file name. Okay, so save your program. So see. So first it printed out 9 because its A value is 9. Second, it printed out this is my first time doing Python. So it printed out first time doing Python. C 9.9, 9.9. D is false. D is false. So in this way we declare a variable, and declaration initialization is both in the same line, and we then at last we use it, or we could say we could call those variables, use those variables. Okay. So in this way we kind of are complete with what are variables, and will some brief introduction of data types. So in the next video we'll be going through more data types kind of thing, how to check for data types and how we could change the data types, and we'll see a lot of things. Okay, for these variables are nothing but containers which store some values. Okay, in Python, it doesn't matter what type of value it stores for a variable, but in lot of different strongly typed programming languages, it does matter. So the whatever variable name or variable data type is, so the value should also have its data type. But in Python, it's not a problem, so you don't have to worry a lot about a lot of things. So we'll see how it affects things in our next videos. Okay, how we affect these things in our next videos. So yeah, See you in the next video.